Hello guys, Gameboy Hub here, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to play Minecraft on your Nintendo DS. Now the only things you're going to need for this tutorial is a Nintendo DS and an R4 card. You will need the R4 card in order to transfer the game over to your DS, but if you have a DSi system you don't actually need the R4 card since it has an SD card slot, but in that case you will need Homebrew on it. So yeah, let's get started with the tutorial. So once you guys are ready to start with the tutorial, you just want to click on the first link in the description and it should bring you to the official DSCraft website. Now DSCraft is a homebrew app that was made by a developer and was pretty much made to look and function exactly like Minecraft, and it runs on a Nintendo DS. Now I do recommend reading all this info that is on the website, and also if you really like this game, consider donating to the developer because he worked really hard on this app. And here you can see some screenshots, and yeah, that is pretty much it, so we are ready to download it. Now there are two versions of the app, one is called Nitro FS and the other one is called Fat Only. And I'm pretty sure you need to choose between these two depending on how your SD card is formatted. So if it's formatted at FAT32 you should choose the Fat Only, and if it's formatted as NTFS you should choose Nitro FS. Again, I'm not sure about that information, that's just how I understand it, but I'm gonna download the Fat Only version. But basically if one doesn't work for you, just download the other one and it should work. And you can also see that in the instructions here there is a little bit of a difference on the placement depending on which version you take. But if you use the Nitro FS version, just make sure that this is correct. So now I'll just click on the FAT32 version to download it. And I will also download the texture packs. And yes, there are actually a few different texture packs for this app, which is quite amazing. So I'll just download that as well and I'll show you how to use it. So yeah, now you should have both of the zip files on your computer, and if you haven't already, now it's the time to connect your SD card to your computer, so just connect it. So first I'll extract the DSCraft zip file, and after you enter the zip file, just open up your SD card, and the first thing you need to do is move the dscraft.nds file into your games folder on your R4 card. Now mine is called NDS games, but you personally named this folder while you were setting up the card, so it could be called something else. And also, if you haven't set up your R4 card yet, there will be a link to a tutorial in the iCard up here, so you can go watch that and set it up. And the next thing you want to do is just move the DSCraft folder onto the root of your SD card. This one might take a bit more time since it is larger, and after that is moved you are pretty much done if you don't want to make any modifications and install any extras. But I'll just show you how to install all the extra things, including the texture packs, right now. So as you can see, you have a worlds folder here which contains some more pre-made worlds, and if you want to install those, just enter the DSCraft folder and go into the worlds folder, and then just copy all of these over into it. And yeah, after those were moved, the worlds should be available in-game. And the final thing I'll show you how to do is install texture packs. So you can enter the packs.rar file, and you can see that there is a total of 4 texture packs available. So to install the texture packs, go into the DSCraft folder, and then into the packs folder, and then just move all of these in the packs folder, like so. And yeah, now you have successfully installed all the extras. So now you are ready to put the SD card back in your R4 card and actually play the game. So let's go over to my DS and I'll show you how to play it. And once you guys are back on your DS, you just want to enter your R4 card and then just go into game, and you should see a new game that says DSCraft, like this. So now we can just launch it. And after a few seconds the game will launch. So first let's go into the options to see what is available, and you can see that you have the choice from 3 control schemes. So by clicking on the second one you can see your controls up here, and you can see that on the first one you actually aim the character by dragging the stylus on the screen, and on the other two you use the D-pad to do that. So yeah, I think I will select control scheme 2 because that one just seems the most comfortable. So we can go back and let's see if all the texture packs were installed. And yes, they were. You can see that there's 4 of them right here. So yeah, I'll just launch the normal game right now and then I'll check these out later. So let's go into single player. And you can see that we have all the maps that we installed. So let's select test map. And yeah, you can see that we are in the game. And you use your R button to break the blocks and the L button to place them. So it works like so. Okay, we can go into our inventory by clicking on it, and you can see that you have a bunch of blocks to work with, and we can also go ahead and save the game, which is pretty cool. So yeah, on the PSP homebrew version I tried creating a nether portal and it failed horribly, but on this version you don't even have obsidian, so yeah, I can't try that. I'm pretty sure this is glowstone though. Let me see if that is true. Yep, I guess it looks like glowstone. I have no idea if it glows though. Let's go back and try out some of the other texture packs. So let's select Jollycraft right over here. And okay, this one does actually look a bit nicer. Let's see how Painterly looks like. Okay, and let's see Planet Pack. Okay, this one looks a lot simpler, which I like. So let's just boot up the game in Planet Pack and let's test out the big map. And yeah, you can see that it looks a little bit different. So yeah, overall I'd say that this is a great homebrew game if you don't have any other way of playing Minecraft. And yeah, definitely props to the developer for creating this, because it is pretty cool. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this one. Also, please check out my Twitter and Instagram, and I will see you guys in the next video.